स्मॉल बजट फिल्में बन गई हैं सेफ बेट एट द बॉक्स ऑफिस? शायद हाँ, क्योंकि 2009 बॉलीवुड की स्मॉल बजट फिल्मों के लिए काफी लकी रहा। भट्ट कैंप की स्मॉल बजट फिल्म राज द मिस्ट्री कंटिन्यूज और जोया अख्तर की लक बाय चांस बॉक्स ऑफिस पर हिट साबित हुई। वहीं इन फिल्मों के सामने बॉलीवुड के खिलाड़ी अक्षय कुमार की बिग बजट फिल्म चांदनी चौक टू चाइना बॉक्स ऑफिस पर डिजास्टर साबित हुई। किसी ने सोचा नहीं था कि डायरेक्टर अनुराग कश्यप की स्मॉल बजट फिल्म देवटी बॉक्स ऑफिस पर धमाका कर देगी। न सिर्फ क्रिटिक्स बल्कि ऑडियंस ने भी फिल्म को दिया थम्स अप। तो दूसरी तरफ दो बड़ी बजट की फिल्म किंग खान की बिल्लू और अभिषेक बच्चन की दिल्ली 6 ने ऑडियंस को काफी डिसअपॉइंट किया। वैसे बिग बजट फिल्मों के फ्लॉप होने का सिलसिला थमा नहीं। अलादीन, डू नॉट डिस्टर्ब, लंदन ड्रीम्स, एसिड फैक्ट्री और मैं और मिसेस खन्ना, ये वो सारी फिल्में हैं जिन पर खूब पैसा लगाया गया, लेकिन नतीजा ये सभी फिल्में बॉक्स ऑफिस पर बुरी तरह पिट गई। वहीं धर्मा प्रोडक्शन की स्मॉल बजट फिल्म वेक अप सिड ने ऑडियंस को कर दिया वेक अप। न सिर्फ रणबीर बल्कि डेब्यूटेंट डायरेक्टर अयान मुखर्जी के काम को भी ऑडियंस ने काफी पसंद किया। वैसे एक स्मॉल बजट फिल्म ऐसी भी है जो अपनी रिलीज से पहले ही अपना प्रॉफिट रिकवर कर गई। हिमेश रेशमिया की रेडियो तो कुछ प्रोड्यूसर्स ने अपनी फिल्म का बजट कम रखने में ही समझदारी समझी। एबी कॉप की पा का बजट भी काफी सोच समझकर बनाया गया। नतीजा फिल्म को बॉक्स ऑफिस पर ओवरवेलमिंग रिस्पांस मिला। अगली बार जब भी कोई स्मॉल बजट की फिल्म रिलीज हो रही हो तो वी नेवर नो कि छोटा बजट कितना बड़ा धमाका कर देगा।
वेलकम बैक, यू आर वाचिंग प्लैनेट बॉलीवुड द बिग स्टोरी और आज हम बात कर रहे हैं स्मॉल बजट फिल्मों की और क्या मल्टीप्लेक्स फिल्में बन गई हैं अ सेफ बेट एट द बॉक्स ऑफिस। और इस साल तो छोटी फिल्मों ने बॉक्स ऑफिस पर बड़ा धमाका कर दिया है। So without much ado, let's start the discussion.
I think हम एक दौर से गुजरे हैं लास्ट 3 साल में जहां पैकेजिंग और ट्रेडिंग ज़्यादा इम्पोर्टेंट बन गई है प्रोडक्ट से और इसकी वजह से ना ही सिर्फ इंडस्ट्री को बहुत बड़ी चोट लगी है लेकिन कंज्यूमर भी इस इंडस्ट्री पे कॉन्फिडेंस धीरे धीरे छोड़ रहा है और ये एक बहुत ही गंभीर सिचुएशन है मेरे हिसाब से क्योंकि लास्ट ईयर आपके फेलियर रेशियो 95% है। आई डोंट थिंक कोई भी इंडस्ट्री है जिसके पास 95% फेलियर रेशियो का टैग है और वो फिर भी सर्वाइव कर रही है। ये बहुत ही डेंजरस मामला है लेकिन मुझे लगता है कि आने वाला दौर और जो ये नई युवा किस्म के डायरेक्टर्स और स्क्रिप्ट राइटर्स आ रहे हैं वो इस बात से सहमत हैं कि अगर कंटेंट नहीं है तो फिर सिनेमा नहीं बनना चाहिए।
But Shailendra, I want to ask this and I want to raise this. With an industry with 95% flop ratio, bad business ratio, how do we continue in the same way? Why are we not changing the way we are looking at films?
I think it happened because if you see the last 2.5, 3 years, Rajat, I think the issue happened was with the valuation game. Predominantly, if you see the top 10 studios of the country, 8 are listed. It became a commercial trading environment. If you see, why would a Karan Johar, who's very passionate about creativity, go and trade Qurban and Wake Up Sid even before they're made? They were sold off. They're his babies. I mean, he's a passionate filmmaker. He comes from a DNA of filmmaking. Right. I mean, he traded his product off because he wanted to play it safe. He wanted to make his 20, 30 crores quickly. So from actually creating quality content for the consumer, we moved on to a trading platform. And that's when you actually lose the product. I think what happens is, I mean, for our experience was, you pick whether Makri was a small film. And I think actually the journey started from Page 3. Page 3 was a turning point for these kind of cinema. Page 3 actually achieved got a national award and made money at the box office and actually changed the course of the thought process for the consumer and the media. So I think these films, you have to have conviction and also you have to have knowledge of marketing. It's not, I mean, this is rocket science. It's not common sense that you pick a Mala Mal Weekly in the middle of a very trendy and cool environment and you put a village film in multiplexes. How do you market that movie? Who's going to accept it when suddenly you have a very glossy looking film shot in Switzerland and Miami beaches? So you need to understand the consumer and you need to have marketing knowledge for products like this.
So we have Celina and Fardeen talking about the same. So let's see what they have to say.
Sure.
Well, lesser the investment, obviously lesser the risk in that sense. But at the end of the day, if it's a smaller budget film, it would be released with smaller number of prints, and obviously there would be lesser overall revenue over the weekend. So, I mean, it's all proportionate, to a film's budget. You can't categorically say that a smaller budget film would be zero risk. No, I think every film has its element of risk. Yes, of course, a bigger budget film, in terms of its recovery, it would be a more riskier proposition, but it doesn't remove the element of risk from either a small or or a big?
Considering the way the movie successes have been at the box office, the biggest of films have just come and disappeared overnight. I feel it is safer now to make a good, sensible film which is different yet entertaining, and I feel it holds more value because no matter what, the recovery of money is 100% assured in a film like this, and people definitely go and watch it. It's different yet it's entertaining. So this new genre of film noir which has come in is a good genre which has come in right now.
Excellent. Huh? She's got a strong point of view.
But I'm a little scared when with Hatke has become such a cliche, different with different
out of the box.
Not different actually.
If everything is different.
Was Chupke Chupke different? Was Khata Meetha different in those times?
Right.
I mean, there was a cinema that worked.
Right. Exactly.
One thing, Rajat, just want to bring it up, that the same director made two films. One he made for Percept Picture Company and one he did for Red Chillies. There's Mr. Priyadarshan. Maybe when you meet him next, you must ask him this question. What was a more satisfying experience, commercially and creatively, whether to direct Billu Babar for Red Chillies or making Malamal Weekly for Percept? Okay? Now this could answer the larger question here because Malamal Weekly was completely out of the box. When the whole country was moving towards this whole upmarket, trendy vibe, that was a rural village film. The artists in the film did not even change their clothes through the film. It was so raw and real. While Billu Babar again was a village film, but had the quotient of Shah Rukh Khan being a glamour icon in the movie, and it was a big movie, pitched at. And the success of the two products has to be seen financially. It's pretty interesting, a case study. So I think if the content is hot and it's where the consumer wants it, it rocks.
Fantastic. So one last question to both of you. Where do you think the trend from here is going?
For me, I think it's my heart still belongs to content, and Percept's focus has always been the return on investment to the consumer. We're here to satisfy the consumer. We're here to build a relationship with the customer. If you're able to give him good quality products at good prices and the customer's happy, we will survive. Customer's not happy, we're out of business. Look at Wednesday. It's a great cinema.
That's Vidanya, one of my favorite movies.
Exactly. These movies, some of the work that he's done, but these have to be appreciated and acknowledged by media and the awardees. At the end of the day, how can Nasruddin Shah not get Best Actor at IFA? It's a shocker.
Absolutely. That was a fantastic movie.
Exactly. I thought so. Controversial statement, but I just made it.
But I think...
let's go back to what she just said.
You agree with me?
These award ceremonies is like, okay, you did well and you tell me I did.
But if they come down to the levels of experimentation, because cinema is about experiences and experiments, will Akshay Kumar do a happiness and pursuit of happiness? Will he do it?
No,
Will Smith did it. Because he felt that he had different audience sets and he wanted to satisfy all. So I think if we get out of the trading mode, because this is a creative business, and creativity will only actually get the best results if it gives the ROI to the consumer. That means the person who comes to cinema to consume the product, he should feel he's got his 200 rupees worth. Otherwise, this is not going to work. And that can only happen when the content is true to itself. That means a small film should be marketed in its true perspective and not go over the top. Don't go mad with Blue the way Blue's marketing was. My God, I thought it was the World Cup. It was huge. And therefore you walk in there with sort of, you walk in there with deep, huge expectation that this is like, like the next Titanic of India. But then it turns out to be, one.
ये जो स्वीट तुमने अभी खाई उसका नाम मालूम है तुम्हें?
Sweet.
असल में इसका नाम है Nipples of Venus.
Dirty mind.
So Rajat, your movie is coming out on 31st of December, year end, and Raat Gayi Baat Gayi. Tell me about it.
Well, year end and the beginning of next year.
Yeah.
I think it's a sign. I think the next year is going to rock. I think it's everything that an independent film should be. It's funny. It's about real people. It's kind of a film you can identify with. It happens with all of us. And I think at the end of it, you'll go home happy.
अब तो जानना ही पड़ेगा कि क्या हुआ था कल रात को.
31st December is going to be interesting because there will be lots of Raat Gayi Baat Gayi stories on 31st night.
We are totally looking forward to that. Thank you so much.
Pleasure.
Really great
Thank you.
talking.
Thank you.